says we need to use discernment. You really use discernment to what you're listening to. I want you guys to think about this for a second. When you go out to eat, right? Or even if you're cooking at home, before you eat the food, you probably smell it. And at the end of the day, if it doesn't smell good, you're not eating it. There's just certain foods you're like, whoa, what is that? And because of the way it smells, you decide you're not digesting that, you're not taking that in. But in our spiritual life, test the spirit, because in the last days, many false prophets will rise. And everyone will be trying to say these things that sound good, but it's not true. That sound good, but it's not good for you. And it's very important that in these last days, you smell your food. Social media, at your church, in your meetings, the company you keep, by their fruits, you'll know them. Discern the spirit behind the voices in this age. Please, guys, do not be deceived.
Please be not deceived, okay? Smell it. The message that you receive, smell it. Think about it, okay? Because your brain is like it's like a field. It's like, yeah, where you sow your seed. Okay, so the kind of information you put in your brain, that will determine, you will see the growth of it. Okay, so you have to be very careful the kind of information you absorb as a human being. Okay, you are what you eat, as like some people say it. Greetings. Sethoo SSK speaking. Okay, if you are new on this platform, kindly do me the favor, subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and share the message. Share the message. Let some people also get to hear what we are learning here. Okay. Today's topic is about Jeremiah 8:8. It is a verse in the Bible, but I think every Muslim, at least every Muslim who preaches or who try to convince people of their religion, knows about this verse in the Bible, or Jeremiah 8:8. You ask 99% of the Muslims that will quote this verse. If you ask them, have you read the entire chapter of Jeremiah? Have you even read a full chapter of Jeremiah? They will say no. They don't know. They only know this verse. And they don't even think. You see, sometimes you are going to say something which is going to be used against you yourself. But because they have a narrow view, okay, they just watch straight ahead. They don't want to turn small and think rationally about what they are asking people, what they are asking the Christians. Because they are so focused to tarnish Christianity, they are demolishing Islam. And I'll prove it to you right here. Muslims call me or trying to prove to me how the Bible is corrupt. And the verses that they give to us is Jeremiah 8:8. They say even the Bible itself is a witness, attest to it that the Bible is corrupt. And they will give you this verse as an example. I don't know why it is very important for the Muslims, or I think I know why. As a Christian, I know why the Muslims, they think the Bible is corrupt, because the Bible contradicts what they are teaching. What Islam Bible contradicts Islam, so they want to find a way to to tarnish the image of the Bible, so that they will have a way out. Okay, so they will say, no, it's the Bible which is corrupt. Our book is the original one, and this and that. But according to Islam, according to the Quran, okay, the book that the Muslims are trying to tarnish, it is a revelation. It is a revelation from the same Allah that they are worshiping right now. Allah is the one who revealed the previous books. So the Muslims are now, because they are not focusing, they are not thinking broadly. Not all Muslims. Even if I said some Muslims, okay, if I said Muslims, I mean to say some Muslims, not all of the Muslims. I don't want to generalize it. Some Muslims, they will use this verse, okay. They don't think like it is Allah who sent the previous books. So whenever I'm speaking about the previous books, I have to be very careful, because it is Allah, and Allah has made it clear in the Quran, none can change the words of Allah. So if it is Allah who revealed the previous book, and you are speaking about the previous book, a scripture from God, and you are trying to, because you have an agenda that you don't even have think about clearly, Now you want to tarnish the Bible? I don't understand. So let me prove to you why, or let me show you why. If a Muslim is claiming Jeremiah 8:8 means the Bible is corrupt or is not good, that will demolish the whole Islam. Because thousands of years later came Islam. Jeremiah is Old Testament. Okay, so maybe 1,000 years later came Islam, and Islam came to confirm the Torah and the Injil and whatever we have. So if you think Jeremiah is corrupt, the Torah is corrupt, because Jeremiah, let me put a verse on the screen so that people will get what I mean. Okay, please kindly share this for us. Invite people, tag people. As usual, I'm going to open the phone lines too. I will open the phone lines for people to learn, to call into, so that we can all share our views. Okay. And Christians, okay, you have to open your eyes. Okay, Christians, you have to open your eyes, and you have to study for yourself. Don't depend on people. You always have to check when you hear a Muslim speaking. Check the verses for yourself, because I told you already they have an agenda. Okay, let me show you. Let me put it on the screen so that you get what I mean. And as I said, I'll open the phone lines very soon so that you can also call. I think it's on the screen. Okay. So a Muslim who has a very limited knowledge will quote this verse to prove to people that the Bible is corrupt. By doing so, he has condemned the whole Islam. He has condemned Prophet Muhammad as a prophet. And I will show you why. I will give you the reason why. If any Muslim, so if you're a Christian and you are dealing with a Muslim, and the Muslim comes with this verse to prove to you that the Bible is corrupt based on this verse from the Bible. Let's read Jeremiah chapter 8, verse number 8. It says, "How can you say we are wise? For we have the law of the Lord." So Jeremiah is speaking about the law of the Lord, which is the Torah, which is the book of Moses. You get it? So they are claiming they have the law of the Lord, which God, the Muslim will say Allah, gave to Moses. How can you say you are wise? For we have the law of the Lord, when the lying pen of the scribes have handled it falsely. So how can you say you have the law when a lying pen have handled it falsely? This is how the Muslims will read it, and for their understanding, it means the Bible is corrupt. The Torah is corrupt because it's speaking about the law. And I'll prove to you it is not corrupt. It is their propaganda, because one Malam have to say it. Maybe Zakanaik said it, or Ahmed Didat said it. And because he said it, everybody runs around with it. So what the verse is saying right here, as you can see, the law, but the lying pen, okay, of the scribe has handled it false. And the Muslim will say, yeah, the Bible is corrupt based on the Bible itself. If that is the case, okay, if that was the case, that would mean Prophet Muhammad is not a true prophet. If the book was corrupt the whole time, and when Prophet Muhammad came as a prophet, according to the Muslims, let's see what their own books, their own sources. I want to go punchline for punchline. You are going to hear a lot. We check according to Sahih Bukhari 6819. Assuming the Torah is corrupt at the time of Jeremiah, Prophet Jeremiah time, which was way before Jesus even came and way before Muhammad came, and the Torah was corrupt. Okay? At the time of Prophet Muhammad, listen to what happened. A Jew and a Jewess were brought to Allah's messenger. Sahih Bukhari means it is one of the most authentic books in Islam. So you cannot claim it is corrupt or it is whatever. As a Muslim, you have to accept it. Okay? A Jew and a Jewess were brought to Allah's messenger. They were brought to Prophet Muhammad on a charge of committing an illegal sexual intercourse. So these two people, a man and a woman, they were brought to Prophet Muhammad. They were Jews, but they were brought to Prophet Muhammad. The prophet asked them, what is the legal punishment for the sin in your book, the Torah? Did you hear that? So these people committed an illegal sexual intercourse, And for their punishment, they were brought to Prophet Muhammad, who is not a Jew. So Prophet Muhammad is trying not to judge the Jews by his Quran, because you as a Jew, you have your book. And if Prophet Muhammad is a true prophet from God, he will not use a corrupt book to judge people, because the book is corrupt. So why would Prophet Muhammad depend on the book which is corrupt? He is the seal of the prophet. And if the Torah, it is there right there, you can see it clearly. This is for any Muslim who used Jeremiah to say the Torah is corrupt. The law is corrupt. Listen carefully. So if Prophet Muhammad is a true prophet, the seal of the prophet, and he has to make a judgment, are you saying he made a judgment based on a corrupt book? Answer this question. I want answer. Right now, type in the comment section. Are you saying that the prophet of God made a judgment based on a corrupt book? No, you probably will say no, because he has to be just. God has to guide him, and his judgment has to be clean, right? So Prophet Muhammad asked them, okay, what is the legal punishment for this sin in your Torah, in your book? They reply, our priests have innovated the punishment of blackening the faces with charcoal and it is there right there, okay? Tajibia. So Muhammad is asking them, what is the punishment for committing this sexual intercourse or illegal sexual intercourse? And one of them was trying to lie to Prophet Muhammad. Listen carefully. He was trying to lie. He was saying they have the punishment is blackening their face with a bidet, with a charcoal. You see now, they were trying to lie to Prophet Muhammad. And look at what Prophet... So this is corruption. The book itself has not been corrupted. Listen carefully. The book itself has not been corrupted, but he is trying to use his mind to corrupt the book. Prophet Muhammad, Abdullah ibn Salam, said, oh, Allah's messenger, tell them to bring the Torah. So you see now, this companion of Prophet Muhammad was smart. He said, he is saying their punishment is to blacken their face. Okay, let him bring the Torah. If it is true, then we will find it in the Torah, right? So Prophet Muhammad, so the Torah was brought. Prophet Muhammad said, okay, bring the Torah. And the Torah was brought. And then one of the Jews put his hand over it, over the divine verse. Listen carefully. This is Sahih Bukhari, not I am speaking. So the verse, the Torah which was brought, it was the divine verse. The divine verse. Divine verse. From who? From Allah. And you are saying the divine verse from Allah has been corrupted? When the Quran itself is saying in Quran chapter 6 that none can change the words of Allah. Okay, let's continue. The divine of the Rajam, stoning to death. So the verse stoning to death is a divine verse, but we don't find it anywhere in the Quran. We find it in the book of Allah, in the Torah, but we can't find it in the Quran. Okay, fine. Let's continue. Okay, so he tried to put his hand over that verse, the divine verse, to deceive Prophet Muhammad, because they wanted to deceive him before, and started reading what preceded and what followed it. That's what I say. On that, Ibn Salam said to the Jew, lift up your hand. Behold, the divine verse of the stoning, okay, Rajam, was under his hand. So as you can see, the book itself was not corrupt. The person handling the book was trying to corrupt the book. So before, he was trying to use his mouth to corrupt it. He tried to say, oh, the verses of this kind of sin is to blacken their face. And second, he was trying to put his hand on the verse so that people will not recognize. So he tried to read the before and the after, where he has put in his finger. So Ibn Salam said to the Jew, lift up your hand. You see, lift up your hand. Behold, he lifted up his hand, and the book is not corrupt. The book is like it is. The divine verse was there. The divine verse of Rajam was under his hand. So Allah's apostle, listen carefully, ordered that the two sinners be stoned to death. Prophet Muhammad is depending on the Torah to make his what? Judgment. And the Muslims today are telling us the Torah is it is corrupt. Because Jeremiah at his time, because of that verse that you read, and 1,000 years later, Prophet Muhammad is coming to use that Torah as judgment. You get a point? So this is a clear sign the Torah cannot be corrupt. According to their own books, Prophet Muhammad is using the Torah as a judge because it's a divine verse from Allah. Let's continue the verse, okay? And so they were stoned because Prophet Muhammad commanded them. This is what the Torah is saying, and Prophet Muhammad is the messenger of Allah, the seal of the prophet according to the Muslims. So the verse that they are using in the Bible, it goes against them, and there is more proof. Ibn Umar added, so both of them were stoned at Balat, okay? And I saw the Jew shattering the Jews. So it is clear Prophet Muhammad believed in the Torah, and they are saying it is the divine verse. And the verses from Allah cannot be. Allah is saying clearly in the Quran, Quran chapter 6, verse number 114 to 115, none can change my words. That is a clear statement from Allah. And that is not all, okay? So when we check, I will show you more verses from the Quran itself. This verse here doesn't mean what the Muslims claim to be. The verse, Jeremiah chapter 8, verse number 8, it does not mean that the book itself is corrupt. But because, let me say it like this, okay? When you check in the same Jeremiah chapter 26, okay? Verse number 4 and 5. Jeremiah chapter 26, verse number 4 and 5. This is what it says there. Say to them, okay? This is what the Lord says. So God is telling Jeremiah what Jeremiah should say to them. This is God speaking through Jeremiah. If you do not listen to me and follow my law, you get it? So the law was still there because the law was given to Moses, Exodus. So God is telling Jeremiah, if the law was corrupt, like you are claiming in Jeremiah 8:8, then God will not tell them in verse 26 to follow the laws. Because the law was there. The laws were there already. So whatever you think about Jeremiah 8:8, that the book itself, the law is being corrupt, it is not true. You get it? This is the book Jeremiah, the same Jeremiah chapter 26, verse number 4 and 5. Okay. This is what the Lord says. If you do not listen to me and follow my Lord, which I have set before you. Okay. And if you do not listen to the words of my servant, the prophet, whom I have sent to you again and again, okay, though you have not listened, then I will make his house like Shiloh or something. As you can see, the main point here is God is telling them to follow the law. The law is still there. It has not been corrupted. And even if the law in Jeremiah chapter 8, verse number 8, even if we are to assume it were corrupt, God would have reproved, because in Jeremiah chapter 36, there is this Jeremiah chapter 36, the whole verse here, it is too long. The verse is too long. We cannot read all of them. If I try to read all of this, it is going to take a while. Okay? The whole verse here is speaking about how God told Jeremiah to write something. Okay? God told Jeremiah to write a scroll. God told Jeremiah to write a scroll for the people. He wrote the scroll. So Jeremiah ordered his scribe to write it, the prophet. So the scribe wrote it and then read it for the people. The people saw what was written, and the king of the city didn't like what Jeremiah wrote. So the king went for the scroll, and then he destroyed all of them. The king destroyed everything. You can read it for yourself. Okay? The king destroyed everything that Jeremiah has written down. That was from God. And after the king has destroyed everything, God told Jeremiah again, Jeremiah should write it again, and God guided Jeremiah to write it again, and God added some things attached to it again. So if the book of God gets destroyed, God can bring it back. This is what the verse is trying to tell us here. You can read it for yourself. It is a very long verse. I'm not going to read it anymore. But I'm giving you Jeremiah chapter 36. Jeremiah chapter 36, okay? You can read it for yourself and you can see it clearly that Jeremiah wrote something. The king destroyed it. Okay, let me also tell Jehoiakim, the king of Judah, this is what the Lord says. You burned that scroll and said, why did you write on it that the king of Babylon would certainly come and destroy it? So what Jeremiah wrote on it, the king didn't like it. That is why he destroyed it. And God is telling Jeremiah to write it again. Okay, so take another scroll and write on it all the words that were on the first scroll. You can read the verse, it is right there. That's why I'm giving you references. You have to also do something. So Jeremiah 8:8 has nothing to do with the book being corrupted or something. It could mean, okay, it could mean, even though if it could mean that you see, people have the verses are there, but they don't follow the verses like properly. Or they or maybe they have written their own tafsir. They have written their own tafsir and they are following the tafsir because the tafsir is corrupt. The interpretation, the commentary, their own understanding. But it doesn't mean the book itself is corrupt because God, all the prophets came and then they were following the Torah, including the Quran. Let me show it to you in the Quran too. So a Muslim who will say the Torah was corrupt, according to Jeremiah 8:8. So if the book was corrupt, then why did Allah say in Quran chapter 5, verse number 43, but how is it that they come to you for judgment? Why they have the Torah? Listen carefully. The Jews, as I showed you the hadith, I showed you the hadith of the Jews coming to Prophet Muhammad for judgment, right? And the Quran is confirming that. The Quran is confirming it. But how is it that they come to you for judgment? Why they have the Torah? Listen carefully. In which is the judgment of Allah. But are the Muslims, is it not the same Muslims who are saying the Torah is corrupt according to Jeremiah 8:8? You see why I say some of the Muslims, they shoot themselves in their foot, but they don't even recognize. Because they think they heard it from a Malam in their mosque and it sounds very convincing. So they don't think about what the Malam is telling them. They don't think about what the Malam is telling them. And the sad part is, the Christians, okay, we don't know much. When I used to go to church, I didn't know anything. All this thing, I started learning it recently. And then I recognized how beautiful the book is. Then I recognized how much how much sense the book make, the Bible. Because when I used to go to church, I just go to church. It was even bothering me. I didn't want to go, but I have to. I had to go. But if you sit down and study it, totally different. Okay? So according to the Quran itself, Allah is telling Prophet Muhammad to let the Jews judge by their Torah. But the Muslims are saying the Torah is corrupt. So this is at the time of Prophet Muhammad. This verse, Quran chapter 5, verse 43, it is at the time of Prophet Muhammad. This is not like before Muhammad came. No, it is at his time. And the Torah wasn't corrupt at his time, because if it was corrupt, then why would Allah tell Prophet Muhammad, the seal of the prophet, to let them, the Jews, follow the Torah? You get a point? That wouldn't make sense. Because the Torah is corrupt and Prophet Muhammad has come with a new book, the fresh one. So people will depend on the fresh book because the other books has been corrupted. That will make sense. But now Allah is saying, but how is it that they come to you for judgment? Why they have the Torah? He's asking, how is it that they come to you? In which the judgment of Allah, the Torah is the judgment of Allah. Then they turn away. Even after that, but those are not, in fact, believers. Okay? It's a clear verse is there. You can read it for yourself too. Arabic is on the side. The book is from God. The Torah is corrupt. If you say Jeremiah 8:8 is corrupt, so why is Allah telling the people to follow the Torah? Why is not Muhammad telling them, yo, the Torah has been corrupted since Jeremiah time, and now I have the Quran, follow only the Quran. It didn't say that. Quran chapter 5 again, verse number 68. Quran chapter 5, verse number 68. Listen carefully. Look at what Allah says. Say, cool. Allah is telling Prophet Muhammad to say something. Cool. Oh, people of the scripture. Who are they? The Jews and the Christians. You are standing on nothing until you uphold the law of the Torah and the gospel. You get a point? Allah is telling Muhammad should tell the people. He's not telling them that their book has been corrupt, like the Muslims today are claiming. Allah is not saying this. The book has been corrupted. So don't focus on the Torah and the Injil. Focus on the Quran, because that is the true revelation now. No, Allah is telling them clearly they have nothing to stand on if they don't uphold the Torah. Okay? They have to follow the Torah. They should stop coming to Prophet Muhammad, like in the verse 43, trying to ask Muhammad for judgment. Why they have the Torah? Why you have the Torah and then you are coming to the Prophet? Now he's telling them again, you have nothing to stand on. So you as a Christian, you have to stand on the book that you have, the gospel. Allah is commanding me to stand on the gospel. He's not saying the gospel is corrupt. I should leave it and follow the Quran alone. No. Let's read it one more time, okay? Say, oh, people of the scripture, you are on nothing. I'm going to leave out the brackets. You are on nothing until you uphold the Torah, the gospel, and what has been revealed to you from your Lord. So we are to uphold. So Allah is telling me to uphold the Torah, the gospel, and then what? The Quran. He didn't say I should uphold only the Quran. You get a point? And that which has been revealed to you from your Lord will surely increase many of them in this transgression and disbelief. So do not grieve over disbelieving people. At least you can see it clearly. Allah is telling us we have to uphold the gospel and the Torah. But the Muslims today telling us it is being corrupt. I will open the phone lines as I said. But I have to let some Muslims know. If a Malam is telling you something, you always have to think about yourself first and then question the Malam. Okay, but Malam, if the Torah is corrupt, why is Allah affirming the Torah in the Quran? Why? That is what you should ask. Okay? Another verse from the Quran again. Quran chapter 5, verse number 47. And let the people of this gospel judge by what Allah has revealed therein. The people of the gospel, just like the people of the Torah have got their revelation, Allah is also telling us the people of the gospel, that is the Christians. So we have verses upon verses in the Quran which indicates the previous book has not been corrupted. Or are you trying to tell us Allah is acknowledging or is promoting a corrupt book, telling the people to follow the corrupt book? So what if then we will be corrupted? If you are following a book which is corrupt and Allah is also acknowledging it, telling us to go and follow it, without telling us the book has been corrupted at the time of Jeremiah, so don't follow the book, throw it away, and then follow this book, the Quran. So it's either or. Either the Bible is not corrupt. Jeremiah 8:8 has nothing to do with the book being corrupt, the Moses book being corrupt, because we have prophet that came after Jeremiah, Daniel, okay, a lot of prophets who came who never said the book has been corrupt or corrupted. And then Muhammad came according to the Muslims as the last prophet. He also never declared that the book has been corrupted. In the other hand, he's even affirming it, using it as a judgment in Sahih Bukhari. So how can you say the book has been corrupt for a Muslim? Okay, let's continue. Quran chapter 5, You have to write the verses down. Every time you meet a Muslim and the Muslim is trying to tell you how corrupt the book has been, then what do you have to do? Then you have to bring out verses from their own book. Are you saying Allah is lying, telling the Gospels, the people of the book, okay, to follow their book? Are you saying what Allah is not? Allah didn't know what he's saying? This is what you have to ask the Muslim. Every time a Muslim is telling you something, and let the people of the gospel judge by what Allah has revealed therein. So if I have a corrupt book, if my Bible is now corrupt, I'm holding the gospels, what we know as gospels, because the Quran came to me the gospel. And the Quran is telling us we should judge by what the gospel is. And now you are telling me 2022, you as a Muslim is telling me the gospel is corrupt. Did Allah say the original gospel? Allah, there is only one gospel. Think about this, okay? So you as a Christian, you have to start learning and defending yourself and teaching your children so that they can defend themselves too. Because the devil is crafty. Let's continue. Okay? And whoever does not judge by what Allah has revealed, listen carefully, then it is those who are defiantly disobedient. So if you don't judge by what Allah has revealed, as a Christian, I have to judge by the book, the gospel. You get it? This is from the Quran. But the Muslims are saying the gospel is corrupt. The Quran is saying nobody can change the words of Allah. It is a revelation, divine inspiration from Allah. They say no, it is corrupt. Man can change the words of Allah. Or did I read it wrong? And whoever does not judge by what Allah has revealed, then it is those who are the defiantly disobedient. So Allah is telling us we should judge by what he has revealed. As a Christian, according to Allah, even the Quran itself is sending me to the Bible. You see, the Quran is pushing me to the Bible. You are a Christian, go to the Bible. Let the Bible be your judge. You are a Jew, go to the Torah. Let the Torah be your judge. Quran chapter 5, verse number 43. All this is in the Quran. And you as a Christian, you have all this at your advantage. You can use this so that the Muslims will not lie to you that your book has been corrupt. No, it's not. That is why I said, me checking the Bible and the Quran, okay, the more you read the Quran, the more you will fall in love with the Bible. The more you read the Quran, okay, with your own open mind, the more you will see the Bible as a beautiful book. Now look at this. The Muslims trying to tarnish the Bible, and now we find all this in the Quran, that the Quran is confirming the Bible. Another verse again. Quran chapter 5, verse number 68. Okay, I think I already read this. People of the scripture, you are standing on nothing until you uphold the Torah and the gospel. Okay, and what has been revealed to you. I think I've already read this. So as you can see clearly, the Quran itself, a lot of verses are there which is confirming the Bible, the Quran, the Bible. There we have a lot of verses. I cannot show them all of them. I cannot show them to you right now. Okay, so as you can see, we have a hadith which is confirming the Torah to be a divine verse. The Torah is it's divine from Allah. Prophet Muhammad is using it as a judge, as judgment. Okay, Sahih Bukhari, that is it. Let me give you the reference. You can see it clearly. So when a Muslim comes to you and tells you Jeremiah 8:8 is what? Is corrupt, means the book has been corrupted, okay? Ask him, okay, so are you saying Prophet Muhammad was using a corrupt book to judge people, for stoning people and killing people? Is that what you are saying? Your prophet used the book as judgment. So Allah's apostle ordered the two sinners to be stoned to death because of the Torah. Okay, so according to the Muslim, no Muslim will say, yes, Prophet Muhammad was using a false book. Or are you going to say Sahih Bukhari was lying? We should throw Sahih Bukhari under the bus? No, you will not do that. Okay, then we go to the Quran. Why is Allah telling the people to judge by the Torah if the Torah is corrupt? As usual, okay? Sethoo SSK. This is a short message. I will be doing like this. I come with one verse and I will explain it to people. I've already let people know. Okay. Every time people question about the Bible, you go and check and you find an answer. Every time you question about the Islam, only Allah knows best. Allah knows best. Allah knows best. Okay. So it is clear. Jeremiah 8:8 has nothing to do with the Bible itself being corrupt. When Prophet Muhammad was when they were reading the Torah for Prophet Muhammad, okay, there is a verse in the Quran again. Let me see if I can find. It talks about people changing the words from their places. Okay, people changing the words from their places in chapter 5. So I have to find it very soon. Let's see. Quran chapter 5, verse number 41. Oh messenger, let them not grieve you who hasten into disbelief of those who say we believe, okay, with their mouth, but their heart believe not. Okay, Prophet Muhammad was like maybe sad because some people they use their mouth to say we believe, but they don't really believe. And from among the Jews, avid listeners to falsehood, listen to one another, listen to another people who have not come to you. They distort words beyond their usage. Listen carefully. They distort words beyond their proper usage, saying, if you were given this, take it, but if you are not given it, then beware. So they are using, they distort the verses, just like the guy was doing the hadith. He put his hand over, he placed his finger on the word. The book itself is not corrupt, but the person is trying to distort the verses. Okay, so it's not like the book has been corrupted. This is what I'm trying to let people understand. Let me put the phone number there in case somebody wants to come and chime in. Okay, the phone number is there. The phone lines are open as usual. Let me try and put the link there too, because some people like to join the link lately. We don't have much time, so if you want to join right now. Let me put it in the comment section. I haven't been focusing on the chat, okay, because it will distract me. Sometimes it will distract me, so I didn't focus too much on the chat. But I've seen some people are there. Ganaba is there. Medase Ganaba is here. Frank is here also. Montfort Cizo is also here. Greeting. Foxy Brown is there too. Kwabna Mensa is there. Techi Mensa. Mahmoud Isa is also on the line. Thanks to you. Okay, you can now join the program. You can pick the link and join, or you can call me direct. Whatever I have said, do you think Jeremiah 8:8 means the book is being corrupt? The Old Testament is corrupt because of Jeremiah 8:8. And if that is the case, so why is Prophet Muhammad at this time? Why is Allah at the time of Prophet Muhammad telling the people to follow the Torah? If it is corrupt, was it corrupt at the time of Jeremiah? And then it was all of a sudden okay, and then they could use it. And after Prophet Muhammad has left, it became corrupt again, according to you. Let us see, okay? I'm trying to look in the comment section. Yeah, somebody already gave Quran chapter 5, verse 6 to 8. I think I posted it already. Thank you for contributing. Okay. Share for me, okay? And the telephone lines are open. You see now, people are very. You see people in the comment section. Sethoo, stop fake propaganda and hypocrite agenda. Ghana, but me see a steady, okay? See this brother Moses, okay? You're steady. He never focused on the topic. He's always fighting for Islam. He's not a Muslim, and that is how strong Islam is for some people. People who are not Muslims, they defend Islam when no Muslim is around. That is how much they hate Christianity. That is how much they dislike. Let me use the word dislike, not hate. This is how much they dislike Christianity. Because of their dislikeness for Christianity, they would immediately you say something about Islam, they have to attack it. Why are you saying this about Islam? It is about Christianity. The same person, Moses Ganaba, will go on a Muslim page and the Muslim is insulting or questioning Christianity. He will not say, but in Islam it's also like this. He will be happy because it is against Christianity. And you can see it clearly. He will never focus on the topic. We have a topic and we are dealing with the topic. They will never focus on the topic and say, okay, according to this topic, this is what we are discussing. Let me share my idea. No. You cannot. They cannot. They have to attack Christianity. You question Islam, they have to attack Christianity. Hello? Mahmoud?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah,
This is Mahmoud. No Muslim say the Torah is a lie. Okay, this is Mahmoud. I think this is the guy. Okay, he is on the line right now. Mahmoud, okay, we can hear you. You are live right now. People are listening to you. Any contribution?
Okay, mine is first of all, there is no Muslim, no a scholar who ever say the Torah is a lie. There's no one.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay. We cannot
wait. Yes, we can't attack the Torah. We can't attack the Injila. We can't attack the Zubura. These are books that the Quran has confirmed.
Okay.
Now,
so the ones that the Quran has not confirmed, you can attack. Is that what you're saying?
Let me finish. These are the holy books that we believe in as a Muslim. We believe in the Injil. We believe in the Zabur. We believe in the Torah. There's no Muslim who is a Muslim if the person doesn't believe in these books. First of all, this Jeremiah 8:8 that you quote and we've been quoting is not written by a Muslim. Was it?
No.
Yes. And it's not found in any book apart from the Bible. In fact, all the Christians who are listening, if they should open the Bible and they ask them to point out what Torah is, can they?
Of course.
Can they?
Why not? The Old Testament.
Because wait. When we talk about the Torah, we are talking about the law. And
are you saying the Torah is only about the law?
The Torah is law. That's it. It is law. That is it. Nothing else.
So, when Moses was sent to Pharaoh, is it in the Torah or is it the law?
You see, wait. That is a story. What is the meaning of Torah? What is the meaning of Torah? What is the meaning of Torah? Torah simply means law.
You are trying to say the Torah is. Did you hear that? Did you all get it?
Yes,
was trying to say the Torah is the law. It's only the law.
The meaning, all these are additional stories. These are addition to the.
And is it in the Torah or not?
Look, those stories can be changed. This is what Jeremiah was fighting. This is what Jeremiah was fighting. He was fighting the scribes who were changing what was there, what was already written. They were rewriting it to favor them.
No, you see now, you are lying. You are lying. Jeremiah, it was talking about the law. He said law. Let me put it on the screen. People can see it. I don't want you to lie.
You see, Jeremiah you mentioned that the words of Allah cannot be changed.
Yeah, no, you are trying to
wait.
No, it says that the law.
If you don't allow me to talk, when you keep chipping, you don't even get what I'm saying. Continue. So allow me to talk. Yeah. So if Jeremiah put those verses there, it doesn't mean the law wasn't there. What Moses has brought wasn't there. It was there, and the scribe knows about it. All the scholars there knew about those laws. But why did Jeremiah say that? The scribes, the scholars were changing the law, were changing what was there, because what was there wasn't favoring them, so they were rewriting it to favor them. In fact, Ezekiel and the rest are not part of the law. If you look at all those verses about mass killing in the Bible, these are something that you can't believe in. When you read the Bible, definitely God can't instruct this.
God can instruct what?
can't extract all those mass killing. Oh, in fact, imagine last time I was listening to one Christian, a Christian himself was saying, he said, people left, the Jewish left the land of Egypt, and when they were traveling back, they didn't have farms, they didn't have land, but God actually seized the land of innocent people who they didn't even know about God and gave it to the Israelites. In fact, as a Christian, will you believe this?
This was your point. You see now.
You see, so what I'm trying to say is, in fact, we are not the ones saying it. We Muslims are not the ones saying. We are rather relating what is in there to you.
And what is in there? You see now. You read the Bible and you are trying to say. So how do you understand
no? Let me ask you. You haven't explained from your whole program. You haven't explained what Jeremiah 8:8 meant. You didn't explain your whole program from the beginning to the end. You've not explained it.
My point of this video is, the reason why I'm making this video is Muslims comes to me to tell me how the Bible itself is saying
we are saying
that you told me not to chip in and you are chipping in. You see the double standard?
Okay, keep saying. So
Muslims comes to me, Muslim call me, even on this platform to the call, and the sheikh, I did a bit a challenge on the sheikh yesterday. In his audio, in his video, he also quoted the same verse that Jeremiah 8:8. It means that the book itself has been corrupted. The Torah is corrupt, according to the sheikh. And you were saying at the beginning.
Did he mention Torah?
He said the Bible is corrupt, the whole Bible.
This is where you're making a mistake. You see, there is difference between Bible and there's difference between Torah.
So what is the difference?
Look, Bible is a collection of books.
And is the Torah part of the Bible?
Look, so the Torah can be there.
The Torah is part of the Bible. Is it part of the Bible?
Wait.
Answer the question.
I can't tell.
What do you mean? You just said. You see the logic here. According to the Bible, we have the books. We are the people of the books, not you. You didn't have any book. We are the people of the book. That is why we have the Bible. We have the books.
Yes,
and the Torah is part of the Bible.
So the book that we Muslim knows, the book that our Quran has mentioned.
Yes, your Quran, he gave you a few books. How many prophets did Allah send? 124,000 prophets. How many books do you know from them?
How many? Look,
you don't know anything.
No, you don't say you don't know anything. The books that we,
do you know
the books that Allah has mentioned in the Quran is what we know. Whether there is any other book
that Allah mentioned in the Quran?
Only 3.
Name them.
Zabura.
He gave it to who?
He gave Zabura to David.
Okay.
He gave Torah to Moses, and he gave Injila. He gave Injila to Jesus, Isa.
He gave Isa a book. Are you sure he gave him a book?
Injila means the gospel. This is what you refer to the gospel.
You said Allah gave Jesus. He gave him a book. He gave him a book. Right?
So Jesus came with Injila, whether it was in a book, whether it's in the form.
We understand.
So this is what we know.
Did Jesus come with a book or not?
He came with a book.
He came with a book. So he was born with a book, or
no, none of these prophets, apart from Moses, whose law was written on how do you call it? I've forgotten the name of this. He was the only person whose law was written on those things. Those stones. Apart from them, David didn't receive the book like a book. It was revelations that came to him, and Jesus has the same revelations. So this revelation.
Please, let explain to us. We want to understand. David, he got the revelation and he wrote it down, or what? Or Jesus got the revelation and he wrote it down.
David wrote his down.
And Jesus also wrote it down.
Jesus didn't write his down. He wasn't learned by writing.
Okay, so so the gospel that you are saying, Jesus was given a book.
Yes.
How was he given a book? How? Explain this to us.
He received it by revelation.
And then what happened? How did it become a book?
Look, those revelations were given to him, and he related to his people.
Okay, so who wrote it? Is it Jesus or his people?
Well, I don't know who wrote. Up to now, we don't know who even wrote the Bible, because we know Jesus didn't scribe. No, wait. This is, look, don't confuse. This is a book. This is something that was given to him. Whether it was scribed, written, or revealed to him, it is more like a book. A book is not necessarily mean that the person has written it down.
What does it
You
mean?
can relate it. You can relate it to someone. When you relate it to someone from a book, you related the book to the person.
What do you mean? So when wait. When Angel Gabriel came and recited the Quran to Muhammad, he's giving Muhammad a book. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, he was relating from a book to him.
He was
Which
relating from a book.
we believe there is we Muslims believe there is the original Quran up there, which
Okay.
which
Okay.
yes, which was related to Muhammad by the Angel Gabriel.
No, okay. I will go with your thinking. Where in the
Okay.
Quran did Allah say He gave the Torah to Moses?
Oh, come on. Come on.
I'm waiting.
I'm coming. I'll get you the verse.
Okay. People have joined. Okay, I will add you very soon. Let me talk with this Muhammad, this guy very small. Okay. So as you can see, it is very difficult dealing with some of the Muslims. We want to see. He said Allah gave the Injil to Jesus, a book, and then Allah gave the Zabur to David, and then He gave the Torah to Moses. Show me where Allah said He gave Torah to Moses, because people, they don't believe in the Bible. When you call the Bible, they will say the Bible, the Torah is different from the Bible. Okay, we will see. Now show me one. I want to see. The only reason why the Muslims think the Torah is for Moses is because of the Bible. It's because of the Bible, the Jews and the Christians, that we know that the Torah is for Moses. He gone. He left. You see now, he left. I'm not saying this guy is in the line. He left. Okay, let me pick Julius. Julius.
Yeah, Sethoo, greetings.
Greetings,
Yeah.
Julius.
See, these Muslims, they are all confused, man. This doesn't, it doesn't mean that the book is corrupt. I mean, corrupt. If the people, is writing something different from the book, that doesn't mean the book itself, the original book, is corrupt. But all the time they keep on making this propaganda all the time, which is not fair. The same thing that they always say, if you want to understand the Quran, go to the Muslim to learn it. They also have to go to the Christian to learn the Bible. That is why
they have their standard, though. You have to come to them and learn, but they don't have to come. They will read it and they will say, look, it says it right there.
Exactly. Yeah. But all in all, you both two religions have stolen our book, okay, our Nananum book, and modified it, and now you guys are fighting over it. You should leave our books alone.
Julius, I think we have the divine book from Nyankopon. Nyankopon guided our Bible. Foxy Brown, are you there?
Yeah, Sethoo.
Okay, Foxy Brown, you have any contribution? Hey, Tumpewale is also here. Sethoo.
Okay, greetings to you and your crew.
Yeah, greetings. Okay, please, now if you want to join the conversation, Foxy, wait small. You have to join now because I don't have much time. Okay, so join now and then you can make your contribution. The guy has left. Okay, the guy has left. Maybe he will come back. He's trying to search for it. There is nowhere in the Quran where Allah is saying He gave Torah to Moses. He only said He gave a book to Moses. In the English, they translate it. They put Torah there. Okay, when you watch the English translation, they will add Torah. But when you read the Arabic, Allah said He gave Moses a book. He gave Moses a book. He gave Moses a book. There is clear verses in the Quran where Allah said He gave the Zabur to David. He gave the Injil to Jesus, but He never identified which book He gave to Moses. And that's what I was trying to let him find out. If he's there, he's not there, he won't find it. But let's continue, Foxy Brown.
Okay, what I want to say is that today I'm just coming to say, even if
He left. Or is it my fault now? The guy just left. Okay, Foxy Brown, come again. George.
Sethoo.
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly.
Okay, so you are live right now. People can listen. People can hear you.
Okay, great. And greetings to all the others on the call. Sethoo, I think it's a very good program you are doing. It's quite educative and all that. But I have a question for you, and since you are now a Christian, I am hoping that you have an answer for me.
Of course, I have an answer for you, but today you have to focus on today's topic. Okay?
Oh, I have to focus on today's topic.
Yes, you have to focus on today's topic, because every time some people will come and then it will distract the whole program, and then at the end of the day,
Understand. Okay, I think for today's program, I would just say that look, we just have to be good people. Okay, we just have to be good people. I don't understand how God would want to give a book to people which outlines the plans that He has for them, but only comes at some point in time when others have lived for so many times and they are gone. Now a book is coming to direct them. Meanwhile, there is no evidence that God ever wrote anything. If we pick the Quran, there's no evidence that God wrote the Quran. Somebody is saying that I received this and it is from God. What is the evidence that it is from God? We don't know. Just because you have recited, you came to meet a book. In the book, the evidence is in the book. The book is saying that it is from God. Aside that, you can't verify. So let me use this. I am an auditor, okay? I audit like financial statements.
But George, the thing is, you are not asking question about the program. I want to focus on the program. Okay, it's the book from God or not today. Mahmoud is back. If you don't have a specific question about the program, let me take Mahmoud.
No worries, no problem. You take Mahmoud. Yes, take Mahmoud. I will still stay here. Don't take me off.
Hello, Mahmoud, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, boss.
Now, okay, you found the verse where Allah is saying He gave Torah to Moses?
Of course. So we can go to Quran chapter 2, verse 87.
287 or 287? Okay, let's see what Allah says there.
Yes.
Quran chapter 2, verse number 87. Can you read it? We are listening.
No, I'm using my phone at the same time. So
how did you know that?
I switched. So switching it up and on it, I'll go off the program.
No, because we want to see that. You see, as a Muslim,
I can see I can see yours, so you can read. So I can see yours.
Okay. Then
or you want me to read from yours?
No, read. I want you to read it. Read it in Arabic. We want to hear it, please.
I should read it in Arabic. No, yes, I don't need to read it in Arabic. I'm reading it in English. There's no need. Because if I read it in Arabic, you still don't understand.
Of course, we will understand. If you mention Torah, we will understand that there is Torah in the Arabic. Okay, that is the point. In the English translation, in the English translation, they say Moses the Torah, but in the Arabic, Allah never said that. Is it? Do you show me the word Torah in the Arabic?
So, وَلَقَدْ آتَيْنَا مُوسَى الْكِتَابَ. Now, wait. No, wait. So, in the Quran, we know several times Allah has made references to a Torah, to Moses. So if Allah says,
give us that reference, please. That's what we are here for.
Switching
give us the reference where Allah said He gave the Torah to Moses. That is what we are asking.
No problem. There are numerous of verses.
Then give us one of them. So why did you quote this verse when you know the verse is not saying the Torah is given to Moses?
Isn't it written there? What?
Therefore, listen to carefully, okay? I told you before. What the verse is saying, Allah is saying He gave Moses the book. He gave Moses a kitab, a book.
So which book?
That is the point. That is what I'm asking you to give me the verse where Allah said the book that He gave to Moses is the Torah. That is what I'm asking you. You have to give it to me. According to the Quran chapter 5, verse number 46, what does it say? Let me show it to people on the screen. And we sent, listen carefully, following their footsteps, Jesus, the son of Mary, confirming that which came before him in the Torah, okay? And we gave him the gospel. Look at this. We gave him the gospel. Allah is saying He gave Jesus the gospel. So Allah is identifying what book He gave to the gospel. You get a point? And when we go and check the Psalms, okay, what is Quran chapter 17, verse number 55? Let's see. So we want a verse like this, a verse where Allah is telling us He gave this book to Moses. Okay? You read Quran chapter 17, verse number 55. It says, and to David we gave the book. Okay, that he in this translation they say of Psalms, but the most read the Arabic for us. Let's see what book he gave to Moses. He gave to David. Can you read Arabic?
Now, yes, I can read Arabic. I've already read Arabic, and I'm asking you. So Allah is making a reference, and He says the book. So which book was given to Moses?
We know that he gave the Injil to Jesus.
No. Which book was given to Moses?
My guy, I have the Bible. In the Bible, we know that it's from the Torah is for Moses.
Okay, quote from the Bible where the Bible said the Torah was given to Moses.
About the Bible right now.
Quote from the Bible. You see, you should also quote from the Bible. In the Bible.
The topic right now is not about. You are the one who claimed that Moses was given the Torah. You are the one who said that, right? And I'm saying, prove it. Now you are trying to say I should.
Prove it. Yes. Let's both of us should also prove it. Bring it from the Bible where it says the Torah was given to Moses, and let's also do that from the Quran.
So are you saying that Allah never said it, right? Are you acknowledging that now? Allah never said it in the
I have never acknowledged that. I have never acknowledged
prove it
that.
now before we can move from here. Prove it so we can move from here. What do you mean you have never acknowledged it? My guy is steady. Okay. And to David, we gave the Psalms according to this Quran chapter 4, verse number 163. And to David, we gave the Psalms. So these are the prophet Allah has sent to people. And then to David, he gave the Psalms. Okay. Mahmoud, is he still there? Are you still there? Hello? He's still there, but Julius, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, I think the guy has muted himself or something. I can't hear him. Okay, Julius, my time is up anyway, so maybe we can wrap up, okay? Because I'm not gonna stay too long. I don't want to be staying too long.
So there's one thing I always want to ask. I forgot. What is it? The time the Americans, they went and fight them, right? You give some explanation, but I want to point something to you very quick. Remember that they were where they were. The Israel people were trying to pass their territory, and then they refused. They would not let them pass because the Israel people came from Egypt, and then they were going through the neighborhoods, right? They were going through the neighborhoods, but when they get to the Americans, they said, no, we will not allow you to enter our territory. That is why they fought the Israel people.
Are you sure?
Yes, that's all, because remember
I don't want to divert from the topic. Okay, so give me the verse. Give me the verse that the Amalekites are saying this is our territory, and we don't want you to pass by. And if you pass by, we are going to attack you. Is that what you are saying?
But remember, the Israel people had no land, right? But for them to go from Egypt to their location, they have to pass through country.
But which indication? Where do you have that this land belonged to the Amalekites? Where did you get this from?
Because they were living there, and then the Israel people came to there, right?
If the people are living there, how does it prove that it's their land? I don't get it. How do you know that it's their land?
The Americans, they were there. So
I know if people are there, it doesn't mean it's their land. How do you know it is their land?
Yeah, but if you are in your house, it's not your place.
No. You see now, just because there is a
Sethoo.
uncompleted building.
Sethoo, hold on.
Wait. Just because there is an incomplete building and some people try to locate in that building, doesn't mean the building belongs to them. Nobody is
Sethoo, you made a point. Sethoo, you made a point. Hold on. Sethoo, please hold on. As far as we know, okay, if you go by the story, we know that the Israelites did not have a place, but we know the Amalekites were already seen as a place. So we know the land did not belong to the Israelites from the start.
Belongs to them. Let me tell you why the land belongs to them. Because in Genesis, God already promised Abraham that this land belongs to his generation 400 years to come. At the time of Abraham, God said he was going to these people. He's giving them time. 4 generations, 400 years, and then they will come back to their land. So the land was for them. This is God's decision, but you are trying to what percent money God argument was you
Yeah,
cannot
yes, because he did not prove himself yet that he's God, right?
Let me ask you. Let me ask you this question, Julius. Okay, that's why I never want to change the topic. Julius, let me ask a question. Let me ask this question. Let's say you are driving. You are driving, okay, and you come to a junction, a very busy junction, okay, and there's an old lady who is trying to cross the road over to the other side.
Okay.
And then you stop, and then you try to have the old lady cross the road. Okay. And then there is another car. The same scenario. The old lady was trying to cross the road, and then this person saw the old lady and intentionally hit the old lady and killed the old lady. Who did good, you or the other guy?
Well, I did good.
You did good, right?
Yeah.
The old lady was trying to cross the road. You helped the old lady to cross the road. You did good. The other guy, is he good or is he bad?
He's a bad guy.
He's a bad guy. Okay, now let me give you more details, okay? Now, you knew this old lady was crossing the road to go to the elementary school over there to poison the water so that all these children will die because the children are too noisy for her in her room. Okay? And the other guy also knew had the same information. So he decided to kill this old lady so that the old lady will not go and do this kind of trouble. Now, who did a good thing?
Okay. You say he knew, right? So he have more information.
Yes.
Right? He have more information that the old lady was gonna go kill some people, poison.
And you also have the same information. You also have the same information now. So if the same information is given to both of you, who did the good thing now?
But is it a proof that the lady?
Answer the question. Just answer the question. Who did the good thing now? Now, based on the information that we have now, the purpose of the old lady crossing the road.
Sethoo, you have given a hypothetical situation.
Wait. I want you to answer the question.
Okay.
According to the information, you see the first one, I gave little information. Based on what I just said, you immediately said you did a good thing because you helped the old lady cross the street. The other one did a bad thing because he killed the old lady. And now I've given you a little bit of information. The other one, he did that because he knew what the old lady was going to do. The only way to stop her was to do so. And you two, now you know it, but you still have the old lady cross the road. Who did a good thing?
I still did a good thing, and the guy also did a good thing.
You still did the good thing that the old lady can kill 600 children?
Well, because I don't know he was gonna go kill anybody.
I just told you, I'm telling you right now. I said now you know. You know too. You also know, just like the other guy knew. But you still have the old lady cross the street.
But okay, you know something? If I know that he's gonna go, I mean, maybe I'll convince that old lady not to do that. But I'll not.
You cannot. That is, if as soon as you help her cross, it will happen. So you cannot convince her. Julius, based on the information that you know, answer this. It's a simple question. Do you think you made a good decision? And answer it was a bad decision.
Yeah, I think I made a good decision.
You made a good
decision.
Why? Tell us.
You know why?
Tell us.
Because for him, I mean, for me to help him, I already helped somebody, right?
Yeah, you helped somebody to kill 600 children.
Kill 600 children.
I told you.
But I did not. Even though if I'm not there, he's gonna go kill the person anyway.
You are there now. You had the opportunity to stop it because the other guy knew the situation, so she killed the person. The wicked. The woman is walking there as innocent. You see now, but because of the vision that you have, you could have killed her too, so that you will save the children.
Sethoo, what is the point? What is the point? Let's understand the story.
So this question is.
As you see, why can't you answer the question? You see,
well, because this thing you ask, you know, now it's like you only go your I mean, you know, you because you said something different. Now you change it at the end. You know this, right?
You see, the reason why you cannot answer is because you don't want to put yourself in one corner. The point I'm trying to make here, George, listen, okay? Because I want the audio to be clean so that I will edit it later on so that people will see this. And George, keep on interacting. Julius, I want your answer.
Okay.
Now you have the information. Okay, it is not you. It is not you. It is me. It is me, okay?
Yeah.
Did I do a good thing if I am the one that let the lady cross the street and to go and do her crime? And the other one, okay, is you. The one you knew that the old lady was going to do this, so you stopped her by killing her. Who did a good thing?
But you see, okay. So if I know, right? If I knew and I help that person, okay. But then maybe I did something wrong. But the question is, at the beginning, you did not say that though.
I
Because
know. You see, that is the
right?
point. That is the point.
Because
The reason, you see, Julius, let me explain this to you, because George wants to know the reason why, what I'm trying to get into. The reason why is, with the information that we have, we are using it to judge God. But what God knows, we don't know. So if God does something, and now you are trying to say what God did was wrong, but you don't have the information that he has.
But the question is, how do you know that God knows that?
How do you conclude that God did?
How do you know that God
How
knows
do
that
you conclude that
information?
God did?
That is why
Exactly.
I keep one person on the screen, though. That is why I keep only one person.
I'm sorry, Julius, go on. Julius, go on. I won't talk.
How do you know that God have all the information that the lady is gonna go do something wrong? How do you know that?
Do you understand the meaning of the God, the creator? Do you understand that?
Well, according to you guys, you say God is almighty, all-knowing, right? But the same God have to come from heaven.
Wait. So if God is almighty and all-knowing, so he knows the information, right? So if he makes a decision which is not knowledgeable to you,
then why should God if God knows that Amalekites are going to cause a problem, why should God create them in the first place before later coming to intervene? Why should God create them? The example you are giving, why should God create them in the first place before coming to intervene?
That means God doesn't know.
Oh, wait. Okay. So Julius, you understand my point? George, just wait. I'll answer your question. You understand the point?
I understand the point.
The point I'm trying to make for people to understand is, you see something which you can see, say the guy who hit the lady and killed the guy, who was even happy for doing so, you will look at the guy and say, this guy is very wicked. You see now, because you don't have the information that he has. But because of the information that he has, he was very happy to do what he did because of what he knows. Because of what God knows, and because of what you don't know, if you are judging God based on what you know, your limited knowledge, you will make a mistake. That is the point here, okay? And brother, and George, what George is also saying, if God knew, and why would he do this? God said in the Bible, we are all created in his image, and then we are all the same in front of him. But at the same time, we all have our will. You do your will, or you do what you want. God gives you the command, you don't follow, there is consequences. You see now, there is consequences. So you have your way to do whatever you want to do. You cannot say it's like you trying to punish your child, and your child is questioning you, say, why are you punishing me? Why did you bring me to this world? If you know you will punish me, why did you bring me here?
Sethoo, I don't know what my son will do. God knew from the beginning what the son would do. So you cannot compare us to God. If the stories we are told,
God knew what is going to happen, but do you know what is going to happen? Do you know?
Okay, so if God knew, why would God create?
Answer the question. Do you know what is going to happen tomorrow?
No, I don't know what will happen, because I don't know. I'm limited, so I wouldn't know.
That is why. So that means you can become the greatest tomorrow, okay? Or you can become the weakest or the most criminal tomorrow. It is your decision. So God has given you, because of
so what is the point? What is the point? I want to understand the Amalekite situation. Let's conclude that so that it is clear.
The Amalekite situation. You see, the topic has changed. I don't want the topic
you are trying to do. You are trying to use your own understanding to create an explanation for God. But we are saying that if this explanation should hold, then God should have prevented it from the very beginning, not to wait to kill people.
Listen carefully. The Amalekite situation. The Amalekite, they went to attack them first. You see, I don't want to change the topic. Now it's almost 1 hour 30 minutes, and the video will be long, and nobody will watch the program. I don't want to.
But the thing is you guys that claim that God's know, right? That's all you guys saying. So if that's the case, right, I can do anything, and I have justification that, I know that this person is gonna do this, so I have to finish him, right? So that is the same scenario you're trying to give us, right?
I'm not trying to. Suyuni, are you there? My time is up. Suyuni. Sweeney is praying. Sweeney is praying to God. You see, I told you Sweeney is a Christian.
That is impossible, man. It's so Sethoo. Right now, if I see somebody in my front of the yard and I shoot him, and then the police cap, I say, well, I believe he was gonna go kill somebody, so I shoot him. It's not the justification, right? So
It's true. It's not a
yeah,
justification.
so that means the same thing that you are giving that example to God, that he knew.
Yeah, but you see, if I believe in God, okay, which I do, and I know that God is all-knowing, He knows. So God has information that I don't have. So sometimes.
Sethoo, so why don't you just say that you don't know and you are trying to give explanation for God? That's what I didn't understand. You are trying to come up with theories to support what happened in the Bible. Meanwhile, you are not the one that wrote the Bible. So it's I don't know.
You, George, I don't know. I don't know the future. I don't know tomorrow. I don't know what is going to happen.
You don't know why. You don't know why they were killed. So don't this explanation you are giving that okay. Maybe because
we already made a program about this already. Jesus is just. I don't want to speak about it because we have spoken about this many times. I made a program with Bismarck about this. There is already a video about this. And
it's fine.
Information. What happened?
It's fine.
Now, okay, let's end the conversation here, okay? Because today's topic was about Jeremiah 8:8.
Yeah.
Okay, Judas has contributed to the topic, and he said to him, it doesn't mean the verse has been corrupted or something. It doesn't mean that, okay?
Yeah, to me, the Muslims are confused. They are confused.
Totally, okay. So any Muslim who uses this verse to say that the Bible or the Torah is corrupt, the guy left, or the Muslim guy, he left. They don't have any answer. You see, there was one Muslim guy on the line too. This guy, he was also giving. He will never call. He said I should give him the link. He will call. He never called. I put the link there. He never called. They don't have the answers. They only know how to attack the Christians, and they only know how to. Sethoo is okay. Let's end the conversation here. Julius made that.
Sethoo, let me say my last thing and go. Sethoo. You see, my contribution is this, okay? So there's a program. I'm not going to mention name, but everybody knows. Around 12 midnight every day, apart from Saturday and Sunday, okay, about 50,000 people will be on praying, okay, to God and all that, which is fine. But I'm saying that if we want to develop, is that how a country is going to develop? Where people will rather prefer to spend time to pray.
There are more than 50,000 people who are not watching that program. Why are they not developing? You see now, the type of hate people have to. First of all, it is on social media. People can buy viewers. People can buy viewers. It can be only 2 people watching or 10 people. People buy views all the time. So when you see 150,000 or whatever there, it doesn't mean anything. And then
no, I said this one is organic. This one is organic. It's not bought. This is organic. It's not bought. It's genuine. This one is genuine. Okay, so the first one, there's a way you can tell.
Let's say it is genuine, okay?
So what I'm saying that I'm not hating you. I'm not hating. I'm saying that the development.
Wait, George, do you know at midnight? You say 50,000 people are doing this, whatever they are doing there, okay? At midnight, more than 1 million people are watching porn. Definitely, more than how many people do we have in the world?
So I agree with you. But listen, you also listen to my point. Just listen to my point. I'm saying that, see, the people that you say are watching porn, already they have been categorized in a way. But those who are praying believe in something, believe that, okay, so there's something good can happen. So I'm just saying that instead of channeling that energy to pray, if there's something I'm coming. Oh, Sethoo, please, let me make my point. You've been speaking for the whole 1 hour. I'm just saying, Sethoo, are you sure that if the same people, we see that we are organizing communal labor, okay, so that we ourselves, our gutter is choked, we clean and distill the gutter, would they come at 12 midnight? But they will prefer to go and pray to God, thinking that it is God that will solve it, but it won't solve. That is why we've been praying, and our problems are still there.
Okay, so
we pray all the time, our problems are still there. So I'm just saying,
you see the hypocrisy here. Ghana has more than 50,000 people. We have like over 30 million. 50,000 of them are doing something which you see as useless. So how come you don't organize the other people who are not doing this thing for this community labor?
Sethoo, do you believe that the development is a collective responsibility? Do you
I'm
believe?
just asking you right now.
Sethoo,
If
do you
50,000
accept?
people are doing something that you don't like, how come you haven't organized any community labor with the other people?
Sethoo, what I'm saying is that the 50. Sethoo, listen.
Because
Sethoo, listen. The 50,000 people.
in Ghana alone, midnight, go and see how many people are watching useless things on their phone. You don't
Sethoo, do you agree? Great. Do you agree? Okay, do you agree that the 50,000 are reasonable? Do you agree that those are reasonable people?
You see now,
So let's
Sethoo, do you agree? The people who go on the beach on weekends, are they reasonable?
Sethoo, I'm coming. I'm saying
No. This is hate. George, it is hate because you don't like it. You don't like them. They are doing their thing at midnight. What are you doing at midnight? Why are you watching such a program? How come I never seen this before? I never saw nobody doing this. I only seen the screenshots from people. They said 51,000. Why? How come you are watching this? You don't even like it. Why are you watching it? You see now, it is hate. George, you're steady. Okay? Let the people be. If you don't like them, you look away. It is their free time too. Second, if they are doing it on the street, it is a problem. If they are doing live too, you don't have to go there. You come on this platform. You don't like it, you have to leave. You go and complain to people that Sethoo is preaching here, but you're steady. Okay? Sethoo SSK. My time is on. Okay, so I'll end the conversation here. I wanted to show you one verse from the Bible. Okay, once again, as ending, said the Bible. I read this verse today, and it remembered me of some people that I know who are called Islam people, Muslims. Okay, let me show you this verse in the Bible. It says, "Those people are zealous to win you over." Those people like George, they are zealous. People like the Muslims, they are zealous to win you over to their place, but for no good. For no good. That is what the Bible is saying. What they want is to alienate you from us. From what? From Christianity. They want to take you away from Christianity so that you may have zeal for them. Okay? That's like Bible. They come and say, Sethoo SSK, me time and so also me I don't know I say. Share this video for us. Tag people. Subscribe to the channel. Okay? And think about it. Kwaku AC just joined. Okay? Munya steady. Don't hate because you don't like it. Bring your arguments. Simple. Sethoo SSK. Yeah, the conversation is why Mr. Mon share,
Who says we need to use discernment. You really use discernment to what you're listening to. I want you guys to think about this for a second. When you go out to eat, right? Or even if you're cooking at home, before you eat the food, you probably smell it. And at the end of the day, if it doesn't smell good, you're not eating it. There's just certain foods you're like, whoa, what is that? And because of the way it smells, you decide you're not digesting that, you're not taking that in. But in our spiritual life, test the spirit, because in the last days, many false prophets will rise. And everyone will be trying to say these things that sound good, but it's not true. That sound good, but it's not good for you. And it's very important that in these last days, you smell your food. Social media, at your church, in your meetings, the company you keep, by their fruits, you'll know them. Discern the spirit behind the voices in this age.